care of a child, because I deal with a lot of single women and the single parenting, to take care of a child is, I would say, 100% a full-time job, because then it's like, while the person is out and about working, you are at that point in time, while we as males are the natural provider, but in that space while we are not there, while they are at the grocery store, while they are out doing these things with the kids, they at that point in time, in that moment, are the provider, are the protector, not only for themselves, but their children. Now, you add the extra stress onto that if they got more than one. That's a heavy job total. You know what I mean? To make sure they're okay, to make sure they're taken care of, because children are very. I know for a fact I was a rambunctious child and I got myself hurt thousands of times doing things I shouldn't have been doing. But in that sense, when you think about the role of where it may, like, also we may look at it as it's man's work because it's woman's work, because it may not be as difficult or stressful, but when you look at it and you break it down, it has its own separate level of stress and effort put into it. Basically, being a single parent, and but you're not a single parent, but in a relationship at that point in time, while your husband or your boyfriend or whatever is out working, providing, you're at home doing the whole thing. So when the roles are like reversed, I'm just like, ugh. I am taken back by it because I was not raised that way and I was not thought to be that way. But I do understand the hardship and the struggles that comes with that when either male or female decide to be the one that wants to stay at home and be the one with the family and take care of the kids, make sure they're all their activities are taken care of, all of their friends and things of that nature, their health, their mental health, all of that, their education, everything is a lot of work. So while I was also taken back by it, it's different. It's different, but I understand, and it still provides a level of respect. I still give those men the same level of respect for that, because it's not every day that you can basically say, I'm a stay-at-home dad. It's like, I know it's 2023, and the approach, my approach behind it is, nah, bro. But my understanding of it is like, okay, cool, that's what's up. What works for you works for you. And I can honestly say, like the Carla one before, the traditional worlds is like, we were always taught, like growing up in our household, my mother always said, you got to learn how to cook, clean, and take care of your wife and take care of your girl. Because the day she cannot, everything should not have to fall asunder. So we are taught to bathe and clean, like especially when giving birth and everything. And you see how some people they get C-section, cesareans and things like that. They can't move and function around. So now that role falls upon us on being the provider and the protector and the nurturer. So the masculine energy has to also be able to adjust to the feminine energy to basically be nurturing and caring and understanding and thoughtful. And that is it is kind of like a hard thing not a hard thing, but it's like understanding the roles should not be gender specific, because at any given moment when one person is not able to do it, the part of being a relationship, that other person should be able to step in and take on until it gets back to normal.
So you're talking about a fluidity. So masculine and feminine being energies, but roles being fluid depending on the needs of the relationship.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause for a second there, and we are going to add Marvin to the stream. There we go.
Yes,
how's everyone doing?
Go ahead. I was understanding. Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I was just asking how everyone's doing before.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah. D, you might as well just go on with your train of thought.
Thank you, sir. I was going by what Mike was saying as well. It doesn't always have to break down for the masculine to flow to the feminine side to be a nurturer, because if you're comfortable in your masculinity, you don't have to just flow to be a nurturer. In my mindset, that's the way I see it. But it's just instilled in you to still be that protector and be a nurturer at the same time.
So I have a question. Assuming you assuming you got married to someone in the Secret Service, something like that, and someone runs up on your house, and your wife is the first one to get up and look around and see what's going on, would you necessarily feel less of a man because your lady works in the Secret Service and she probably would be in a better position to protect you than you would be? How would you feel in such a situation?
Wow, that is a good one. I did not think of that scenario. That is an interesting one. For me, I'm a 50-50 split on this. She gets up before me. I'm like, oh shit, well, I gotta get ready too. That's about it. I got it. And she gets up before me. I'm like, I gotta get ready. It's okay. To me, I'm gonna be, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'll probably be okay with it because, like you said, she has more training than me. I can't basically be in my feelings. Although I will be in my feelings just a little bit, but that's because
we all will.
Like we all will, because that's like Jay said, it's thousands and thousands of years of, genetic implanting in us to basically be that person. So to have a partner that is like first responder, hop up, let me pull out my gun. I'm just like, okay, well, okay, yeah.
Yes,
that's my approach. That's my approach to it. I have nothing else to say.
So then what is masculinity in this case? If you as a man can't be a protector, then
but you can't use that as a measuring tool for what generally happens in society. Generally, it's a man who's there being the protector. Yes, there may be anomalies where a woman is well trained, more trained than her male counterpart, but you can't go and say because of this 0.05% of women who are well trained and in a relationship say, okay, then we have to question masculinity because of that small percentage. We have to be careful how we analyze this.
I would say.
And even then, sorry, hold on. We got Westwood adding to the call also. I just wanted to reply to what Jay was saying because prime example of that. I'm military trained. I can shoot a weapon. I can do all the things. But if somebody was breaking into my house, I would still be like, partner, hey, I'm gonna need you to go check that out, right? I'm gonna stay right here and you let me know if you're good. Thanks. Like, that's just me.
Because in this case, if we can't use the extreme examples to define the masculinity itself, why are we using the generality to describe masculinity itself? I mean, what stops someone else from saying that's not masculinity to me?
correct. Understood.
I definitely agree.
In that scenario as well, if both equally do that, it's not saying either one is more masculine than the other. It's what's instilled in you to protect the person you care about, whether it's masculine or not. I know some women that are feminine that if you approach their husband, their boyfriend, or whatever in a threatening manner, they'll be just as, threatening to you as you are to them, whether it's masculine or feminine. Right. If they care about their person, so it brings out what's in a person, regardless whether it's masculine or feminine.
I like that, D. I have dated women where they're just so eager to quickly to fight for me. I'm just like, hold up, chill out, man. I got this. Let me. But I like it. But I like it though. I like that energy. You know what I'm saying? Where I don't want her to, but the fact that she's ready to square up, I'm like, I hear you. I appreciate the effort. But we need that back.